Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I welcome everybody here. I welcome everyone here on this channel. I'm just waiting for people to join in, and therefore initially I'm deliberately going slow. I'm slow here. I can see people joining here. Yeah, people are joining. Okay. Can I start my introduction today? This is just a beginning class. It's not a class, it's an introduction where I would like to talk to my for starting this venture. I'm associated with Vajpayee sir for a very long, and I have a long teaching career. Uh, as you all know that DIAS is a very important platform for civil services training. I have seen year after year DIAS giving results. DIAS have been giving results on a consistent basis. There was a time when DIAS used to give most of the toppers were from these institutes. In 1 year, I have my recollections that uh, the in the top 10 students, 5 students were from DIAS, those who have studied physics from Vajpayee sir. Now, Vajpayee sir is known in the country for physics, but he has a passion for GS also. And this year he has started he has been teaching polity and other sections of the GS were also there. This year he has started on the platform. So we are very thankful to Vajpayee sir for giving me a chance to start on this platform also. He has included me on this platform. My name is BAIDYANATHAN. I have a huge experience of teaching economics at various levels. I have taught economics. I have taught economics in Delhi University, in IP University. I have taught economics for civil service examination. I have taught economics at various levels. Economics is a very challenging subject. Even today, it is. People say it is a very challenging. Economics, as you all know, would play a very important role in civil services examinations. Economics is economics would be it's very important component of the GS. The civil service examination, as you all know, has got 3 stages. Civil service examination has got preliminary stage, mains stage, and interview stage. In preliminary examinations, in preliminary stages, there are 100 questions of GS on the which your ranking is made. Out of the 100 questions that is asked in preliminary examinations, roughly 20 questions would be from economic sections. Roughly 20 questions. It has questions from basic concept. It has concept from current issues. So we have to understand basic as well as to see current issues. In mains examination, also, it would be important for paper 4, that is GS3, economics and science and development. Roughly, it is a 50% of the paper 3. So GS3. So 125 marks there, plus economics is part of the other paper also, like poverty and development, international financial institutions, uh, mm, patent right in science and technology. All this would be studied in economics section. So it is important in mains examination also. And of course, it would be also important in your interview. That is what I would say. I would request I become slightly selfish when I say to my students that pay is slightly more important to economics, because economics would be help you in in interview stage also. What I say, roughly 25% of the questions that would be asked in your interview would be from economics. That is not an exaggeration. This is a roughly, so you can understand. So it will make you very confident in interview stage also. So seeing the long term and knowledge of economics would also help you in your professional career. It is also going to help your professional. Like say in modern times, what is this COVID-19 issues and how the markets are being disrupted. Now, if you understand economics, you would be able to handle the issues in a better way. As a uh, you would be able to handle the issues. So economics would help you, would be helping you there also. Uh, uh, See, what is my methodology of teaching? I would be discussing about the methodology of teaching. Methodology would be uh, my methodology would be very simple. My methodology is I will welcome you into the world of economics. Uh, Please come to the economics, and I would teach you, rather the first thing that I would be teaching you is what is economics, right? I don't know where people teaches you this thing or not. Nobody teaches these things. I have seen the classes and I have seen other teachers' classes, but nobody teaches this thing. They normally would start with the agriculture sector or poverty, and where the student doesn't know the fundamental. Like if I ask you what is a market, most of these students would not be able to explain what is a market, what are the types of the market, and therefore you would not be able to explain what is happening in the and why it is happening in the market. So it is like so I teach you what is economics, what are the central problems of economy, what is the market, what are the different type of economic system, like there is a monopoly, oligopoly, what are the differences. So you become matured. uh, Questions would not come from this area, microeconomics. Questions would be generally macroeconomics, Indian economy. But once they had asked the question, what is the opportunity cost? Now, the opportunity cost is something which was taught in opportunity cost is a topic of microeconomics, and they had asked in the civil services. Civil services in preliminary examinations, they have started asking questions from. They were started asking. They ask questions from NCRT books. So when I'm teaching you microeconomics, and later on also, I would be covering the uh, uh, I would be covering the uh, NCRT of 9, 10th, 11th, and 12th. 9, 10th, 11th, and 12th. These are the books that NCRT books that I would be covering. Later on, other resources will also be given. I would raise your standard gradually. I will raise your standard slowly. First of all, I would like to concentrate only on your fundamental things. Fundamental, just read fundamentals and big picture. And then when I have taught the fundamentals, and then we start moving, and then you become good, and you become uh, your confidence increases. Really, economics is very simple. It is not a rocket science, believe me. It is not something difficult. It is, you just have to ask questions. I'll ask you certain questions, and only when you agree, then I move forward. Only when you agree, then I move forward. So fundamental would be teaching fundamental, and the showing you the type of questions which has come would be my responsibility initially. My responsibilities. Right. See uh, the topic that is the approach towards study is, uh, after teaching microeconomics, I will be teaching about uh, I would be teaching about the India's financial system, where I would be taking up RBI. RBI has the background information of the RBI, the different type of functions of the RBI, and monetary policy, how it is made, and the issues of monetary policies. All these things I would be taking up when I'm teaching you this. RBI, then there is another pedestal of financial system. It is a commercial bank. The concept of the commercial bank and the historical development of commercial bank, and of course the reforms in the commercial bank. When you reforms, uh, when we talk of the reforms, modern reforms, we would also get into the areas where we have uh, we'll get into the area where we have other types of bank, like we have small bank, we have this differential bank, payment bank. We would be discussing all this type of bank, and of course the current issues, the problem with the banks, and of course we'll also get into problem with the NBFCs. While we are discussing the current issues, we'll also get into problem with the NBFCs. So all these things uh, we will be taking up. Then there's another pedestal of another big topic. First pedestal is RBI. Second pedestal is uh, a commercial bank, and third pedestal would be financial market, where we discuss about the money market and the capital market. Money market and capital market. You must have heard about money market is about the short-term borrowings of the fund. Capital market is about long-term borrowing of the funds. They are big world issues. There are a lot of theoretical concepts associated with it. So I would be teaching you the fundamental aspects of the this topic uh, now in my classes. This is the topic number one. Topic number two, again, let me just tell you the topic. My second topic would be about inflation. When I teach you inflation, what is inflation? What are the type of inflations? Uh, what are the magnitudes of inflation, like hyperinflation or galloping inflation, like this. The magnitudes of inflation. Then I would be discussing about the methods of estimation of inflation, like what are the how do we measure WPI, CPI, or we are having few more concepts like SPI or PPPI. So these things have to be there. Effects of inflation, methods to control inflation. These are the various topics. Believe me, they are very simple, but they need slight understanding. So the more you do it, the better it becomes. Believe me, you will enjoy my class, because the classes would be so simple. I would be asking you questions and you would be answering, and you would be saying yes or no, and then I move. It is a human science, and when it is human science, you have to apply your logic to understand it. Apply your logic. So behavioral economics is an important topic, right? How does it happen? So this is very important in modern times. Even Economic Survey had a chapter on behavioral economics. So all these things would be good. So the technical topics is India's financial system, about which I have just spoken. Inflation is another topic which is technical in nature, uh, about which I would be discussing, and I would also then move into national income, GDP, GNP, and other related issues. Growth, development, it would be simultaneously attached to this concept. Then I would be teaching you about the budgeting and balance of payment. Budgeting, as you have seen, is budgeting process is very important. Of course, I will tell you this is also part of the main syllabus. Uh, and balance of payment and external second balance of payment. These are the technical topics. They are the technical aspects. But you need to understand these topics. Uh, uh, need to understand what is actually happening in the economy. If something is happening, why it is happening, you would be able to appreciate things. You would be able to appreciate, let's say, the stimulus package run by the finance minister right now. You would be able to appreciate the importance of the stimulus package. why credit given to MSME is important, why moratorium of the loan which is given is important, what are the package which has been taken, how does it will have a positive impact, what could have been done but it has not been done, and when there is a logic for that also, because there is uncertainty and the government has certain policy option and the government doesn't want to open up all the option all of a sudden. So there is certain limitation because nothing can be predicted about the virus right now. See, the fundamental and the current aspects can be attached very nicely, can be attached very nicely. Right now, the you just have to put things slowly, put things in the proper manner, put in the stepwise. Try to understand one thing leads to another things. Subsequently, it can lead to another. So that is what it is happening. Uh, 1, 2, 3. This will go on. Right now, after we have done these technical topics, so there are some common topics, right? Like say in changing nature of industrial policy and the effects of revelation on the economy, industry and revelation. This is another topic. Agriculture is very important and it has a world of issue. It's a very dynamic in nature. The whole economics is dynamic. Economics, you all understand, is dynamic. The issues keeps changing, the treatment keeps changing, and the understanding of the economics, new concept comes in, new terminology comes in. So that's a challenge. So all these things becomes easy if you have read the fundamentals. If you have read the fundamentals, right? So I would be teaching fundamentals and attacks. So these are the issues. Now, once you have done, these are the things which are important for preliminary stage, and we just will other resources would be added. Then I would give you the main points of the uh, main points taken from the economic survey and uh, economic survey, and uh, then simultaneously I will be discussing the questions also, and all kinds of helps will be extended to you. My classes would start from Monday. On Monday, I'm going alive. Uh, I will be uh, starting my class at 5 o'clock. Uh, it will be 1 hour class, 5 to 6, and I will be seeing you on Monday and Tuesday. That's from 5 to 6. Uh, Please come and attend my class. Please uh, invite your friends and uh, be a part of the class. Uh, we should be thankful to Bajpayee sir, and as you all must be knowing, and let me reiterate again, I would be failing in my duty if I do not say this thing, that this venture is probably free for you at this time. Free because as you do not have to pay anything. Just come and get your concepts clear. So I would be, as the class progresses, I will give you more and more detail about it. We have more the subject, and uh, uh, we'll give you more resources. I'll keep giving you, directing you. You can individually also contact me. You would be you would be part of the DIAS family. Once you are part of the DIAS family, you would be under the care of Bajpayee sir. And I don't need to uh, say anything again about the Bajpayee sir. He is such a thorough gentleman, and he is such a thorough open heart and very straight, very clear, and student centric. Anything he feels would benefit the students, he would do it. So please come and be a part of the class, and I would welcome you with wholehearted. Please invite your friend. I again say, from on Monday, from 5 to 6 is my class time. From 5 to 6 is my class time. ठीक है? आप लोग सब लोग आए, मुझे आपका स्वागत है. I would be happy to assist you. I would be happy to give you all kind of things. Any kind of assistance, I would be able to help you out, and I definitely would pray for your success, and of course, then life would have a happy ending. We would enjoy your success forever, and that's all. Thank you. I end of today's my introduction session right now. It was supposed to have been a slightly longer, but I have taken a small time to tell you these things and show my faces, show my things, my approach, how I'm going to handle the things, how I'm going to teach you, and all these things. Bajpayee sir would have, once you become and join in, then Bajpayee sir has specialized teachers for other modules also. Schedule will be told to you in advance and things. So please come and get a test. Okay. That's it.